My name is Michael Mohammed, and this is the Zanzibar Beach House. It is a collection of 3 shipping containers that have been converted into 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, 1 living room beach houses.
Zanzibar is a tropical island off the coast of Tanzania, known for its white sandy beaches, rich Swahili culture, and a laid-back lifestyle. Many people visit for a short holiday but end up wanting to stay, and it's easy to see why. Lately, more people from the US and Europe are moving here, drawn by the warm weather, friendly community, and simple island life. During my visit, I met Michael Mohammed, a US citizen who decided to call Zanzibar home. He's built a beautiful container house powered completely by solar energy. But how much does it really cost to move and live here? And what is it like starting over on an island? If you've ever been curious about life in Zanzibar, this video is for you. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I've been longing to visit Zanzibar for quite some time. I remember the first time I came, I stayed in Nungwi. Nungwi is the other side. But I just wanted to get just a bit of a story about your accommodation. You don't come from here originally. Why did you move from the US all the way to Zanzibar to set up this place that has a front beach view? And you decided to stay here. Just give us a little bit of that. Why did you decide to do that?
I mean, isn't it obvious?
Zanzibar is obvious by the way.
Yeah, once you come to Zanzibar and if you're from the States and you are used to the cold weather and all that stuff, and then you come to Zanzibar where it's warm all year round.
Yeah.
And you're right on the ocean, you got white sand everywhere. The sun is coming out every morning. You don't want to go home. So I said, you know what? I've visited a lot of places similar to Zanzibar as far as the weather is concerned. In the States, you got Miami, you got Myrtle Beach, and you got California and all of that. But in Zanzibar, you also have a tropical environment that is like that all the time.
So how long have you been here?
I started during the pandemic.
Right.
So
that's 2020.
yes, and I came. One of the reasons I came is just because Tanzania was one of the only places that was open.
Yes. They didn't lock down in Africa. Tanzania didn't lock down.
That is correct. Yeah. That is correct. So it gave us an opportunity to come, and we had started already. But everyone was blocked. If you wanted to travel, you couldn't travel because of the restrictions and so forth. Yeah. But because Zanzibar was open, it gave us an opportunity to have a jump start on everything. So we came and got started.
So since you began your life here, have you permanently located here?
For the most part, yes. Yes, I actually, I've been here for several months now. Permanently. What I was doing since the pandemic was I would come and I would stay 4, 6, 8 weeks working on the project, and then I'd go home and get back to business, and then I'll come back a couple months later and I'll do the same thing, and I just go back and forth. And I've been doing that for, like I said, since 2020, and then this last time I pretty much relocated here.
What were you doing before you moved here? Before you moved to Zanzibar?
I lived in the States. I own a physical therapy practice. Okay. So I'm a physical therapist by profession, and so I got a couple clinics that I run, and yeah. But like I said, I go back and forth to and from Zanzibar. It's a vacation, but it's really business.
Yeah.
So
from your accommodation, I've stayed here now for some time. I've noticed you are 100% off-grid, and even the type of accommodation is containers. You've used containers, very sustainable. Why did you decide to go this route?
Well, I liked shipping containers, the idea of building from shipping containers, because it's kind of like it allows you to be creative as you want to be. If you look at a shipping container like the Lego blocks, and you can design it any way you see fit. And so that's the number one. Number two, like you said, it's sustainable. It's efficient in use. I can literally pick these up and take them wherever I want to go, even now, for the most part. And it's easy to do for the most part. I'm not a builder by profession, right? So I don't know how to build homes, but I do know how to turn a shipping container into a home.
So did you do this yourself?
Well, so I
Designs.
Design, I worked with some architects to design it. And then I found a company in Kenya who did it for us. They did the basics, right? They cut out the windows and the doors, and they put in the glass and everything. They put in electrical, they put in the plumbing, they put the wall separations in the interior. And that's pretty much it. Then we took it from there and had it shipped from Kenya to Zanzibar, and then we did everything else.
I've been doing different stories across different countries of people who are in the diaspora, and also recently I did a small documentary about blacks who are leaving the US, different part of the world, and coming back to Africa. What motivated you to come to Africa, specifically Tanzania? Because we see majority of black Americans, they go to Ghana, Nigeria, they go to South Africa. Why did you pick Tanzania?
A lot of reasons, but I guess the most objective reason is because of the centralized location in Zanzibar. So Zanzibar is very close to Kigali, Rwanda. I go to Kigali, Rwanda all the time. It's also close to Nairobi. I go to Nairobi all the time. It's across the water from Dar es Salaam. I'm in Dar es Salaam all the time. I'll be in Dar es Salaam tomorrow. And then it's not that far from Addis Ababa. I'm in Addis all the time also. So if I centralize myself here, it's perfect, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is, like I said, that ocean right there, it's always around me all the time in Zanzibar. This is a perfect location for that, because all those other countries and cities have their own things that draw me to them. Nairobi is great because of development and so forth, but it doesn't have the ocean, right? And it doesn't have the weather. But Dar es Salaam does have the ocean and the weather, but it's not exactly as developed as Nairobi. It's getting close. Kigali has development, but it doesn't have the water, right? Addis Ababa is becoming more and more developed. Pretty soon it will be very developed, I believe. It doesn't have the beach, the ocean either, and its weather is up and down. So if I want a break from the tropical environment, I'll go to one of those places.
Why do you think now there is a very big migration, especially if black Americans trying to come back to Africa? What is motivating you guys to leave the US and come to Africa?
I think this is my own personal opinion. I think the biggest reason is media. Before, a lot of people, they did not have an idea of what Africa offers, just because of the media. The media says, it gives you a narrative that is completely false about Africa. And so you're like, well, I would like to go somewhere, but not Africa, because it's not developed, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that, and so, but now that was the media that was corporate run. Now we have social media, right? Now this is authentic, in your face, personal experience information that you get from people who have no reason to give you a false narrative. They're just telling you what they see. when they come here. And a lot of African Americans are like, wow, that's great. I think I want to experience that myself.
Your cost of living in Zanzibar, how is the cost of living in Zanzibar for you?
It's almost non-existent for me. It's almost non-existent because,
Yes.
well, if you do it the way I've done it.
Yeah.
So in the States, it costs you a lot just to eat. Here, everything is pretty much natural. You don't have a lot of expenses as far as food is concerned for a single person like myself. Now, if you get with a family, it might be a little bit different, right? So, but here, I can go out every night and to a restaurant and eat, and it wouldn't cost me much at all.
Yeah.
Here, like you said, we're off grid, so we don't pay for electricity at all. It's no expense. We don't, and everything in the Zanzibar Beach House is run on electricity. We don't have gas, so we don't have that expense. We don't pay for sewage because we have our own septic system. We don't pay for water because we have our own borehole drilled. Water gets pumped up from under the ground, so there's zero expense. I would say the only obviously I don't pay rent here at all, and then I have another condo in Fumba Town, but I own that outright, so there's no rent that I have to pay there either. So I don't really have any expenses except for little things here and there.
In terms of real estate in Zanzibar, I've seen so many people buy properties in Zanzibar and buy land. How is that? Is it easy for a foreigner to get like a property in Zanzibar? How was it for you?
I wouldn't say easy, but I would say it's not extremely difficult if you do your due diligence, right? It's not a cakewalk. You can't just walk in here and no one's passing out land for free, you know. But I think the government is actively trying to make it feasible and a little bit easier for foreigners to come and invest. So it's not very difficult.
So in terms of real estate developments, is it rising because of there's so many people coming in, or as you've seen, is it rising like the cost and everything, or is still the prices are still before COVID? Because before COVID prices were a little bit manageable.
It is rising.
All right.
Since I've been here, it is rising, but it is not. It's not gotten to the point where it's untenable. It's still well within feasible range to purchase property here. It's not outside of my budget. For instance, another one of the reasons I did it here, I could have done it in Miami, right? Which is one of the places I was considering doing it. But Miami, I would have paid 10 times the amount, right? So you can still do that here for a whole lot less, even though the prices are not as low as it was when I first started.
The Zanzibar Beach House, when someone visits Zanzibar, what should they expect from this property?
You know, most people who come here, they know what they want. They want serenity, they want quiet, they want peace. They want to be able just to enjoy the natural environment. I was telling somebody else, we get a lot of digital nomads, honeymooners, even backpackers who they just want to experience natural Zanzibar the way it really is. As you see, it's not a whole lot of people running around. It's kind of quiet, and that's what they want. They want the ocean, they want the palm trees, they want the white sand, and they want peace and quiet. And that's what we try to give it to them.
Your occupancy, like what units do you offer to the people? So just my people will be looking at this video and they want to visit Zanzibar. And of course, I'm already getting a lot of inquiries about your property. I just did one tag on Instagram. People are asking, hey, where is the place? So in terms of your accommodation, like do you offer group people who are coming solo, travelers, like you've said, honeymooners? Do you have space for like accommodation at once?
So we've had groups, work groups,
Okay.
where it was a couple, well actually three groups of, two groups of two and one group of three, and so they had kind of like a conference, and it was a couple of them stayed in that unit, a couple stayed in that unit, and a couple of them stayed in that unit, and they had a conference right here in this area here. But that's the maximum. So we only have 3 units. But if you are a group of, and each unit is for 2 people.
Yeah.
So if you are at a group of 6 max, we can accommodate you.
Thank you so much.
You're absolutely welcome.
I'm still here. I'll be experiencing. And guys, by now you've seen all the videos that I've done on the channel. I've been focusing so much here. This is where I've been staying for 7 days, staying here and exploring different parts. Of course, this is Pages a little bit, if you want to go to Nungwi. I've given you all the options, everywhere you'll want to go. But this is the perfect space. You can tell from where we are standing, the ocean is like a stone throw away. So anytime you visit, the contacts, you'll give me the contact.
Yeah,
Your contact or anybody that they can contact when they're visiting this place to give them direction. How long is it from the airport? And
Airport, probably about 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Depending on traffic, it can get up to about an hour.
Yes, and the port?
Port, same.
40 minutes.
Yeah, because the airport and the shipping port they're both in town,
Yeah.
so not far from each other.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. My pleasure.